What is up, guys? It's Ravneet back with another video. Today, let's go over the scouting footage of Ben Simmons. He's a 6'10" power forward from LSU with a 7-foot wingspan. Although his team missed the tournament, he put up great individual numbers. Ben averaged about 19 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 assists per game. Let's go over his offense and then examine his defense. Ben's biggest weakness on offense is clearly his shooting. His mechanics are a bit off. You'll notice that his guiding hand falls short. He also shoots with his arms too much, and he doesn't get enough power from the legs. This is because he starts to shoot with his feet flat on the ground. If he started to shoot on the balls of his feet, it would create a springing motion that would allow him to get more energy from his legs. Lastly, he doesn't stay balanced, as he'll fade away while he shoots, or he'll land awkwardly. He was not comfortable shooting, and he would pass up open shots. All that said, his shot isn't completely broken. It's fixable if he can correct some of his mechanics. Simmons is left-handed, and that's probably why he shot better from the left side of the court. It's also clear that his range is limited, and he shot only 34% overall from the mid-range. And 35% of his shots came from the mid-range, but the majority of his shots were at the rim, so let's see how he did in the post. Simmons is able to rise above the defender to get his hook shot off. He doesn't really have good footwork, but he's able to stay in the air longer than his man and get his shot off. But he lacks counter moves, and he throws up wild shots at times. He also doesn't use his left hand near the basket, which is strange because he shoots with his left hand from the mid-range. Simmons is more efficient attacking the paint. He's quicker than anyone at his position, and he's a good ball handler, which allows him to get to the basket at ease. Overall, he made 71% of his shots at the rim. He doesn't mind contact and was able to get to the line about 4 to 5 times a game. But because he's not a good shooter, teams would back off and crowd the paint. They would bring help defense, and he would take contested shots as a result. In the pick and roll, Simmons was able to glide towards the basket as the roll man. But he was also able to be the ball handler, and I expect him to thrive in the pick and roll at the next level. Ben liked to get out in transition. It was too hard for the defense to stop him when he got a full head of steam. He was also excellent at passing the ball in transition. He was able to make impressive one-handed passes with his left hand. And these full court passes are hard to make, and he made it look easy. Both were right on the money. Ben's vision is part of the reason why he's such a unique player. He knows where his teammates are on the court, and he can hit the cutter. When he would attack the paint, the defense would collapse and he would be able to find the open man. However, he can still be more careful with the ball. He averaged 3.4 turnovers per game, and had the 19th most turnovers last year with 111. Most of them were caused when he was trying to make a risky or fancy pass. Ben's athleticism and quick second jump helped him get plenty of offensive rebounds. Last year, he was one of the best defensive rebounders in college basketball as well. He made sure to find a body and box him out. Again, his athleticism and timing helped him get the ball at its peak. He had the 7th most defensive rebounds last year with 285. Ben averaged less than 1 block per game, but he showed that he can occasionally affect shots at the rim. He has enough bounce and size to get more blocks, but he wasn't much of a rim protector. Here he barely tries to block the shot. Simmons was able to get about 2 steals per game, and a lot of them were in the post. He has quick hands and was able to knock the ball out of the post player's hands. He did an okay job of staying vertical, but he wouldn't always contest the shot, and he rarely jumped when putting a hand up. Simmons was able to move his feet well with the ball handler. It was hard for players at his position to get past him, and he was able to draw the charge if they tried. Ben was able to anticipate passes on defense and get a deflection or a steal. When he wanted to try, he would be able to contest a player's outside shot. But that wasn't always the case. You can see that Simmons has his feet planted on the ground, and he doesn't try to jump when contesting the shot. When his opponents attacked the basket in the pick and roll, Simmons defended the ball handler well. But he would overhelp, and he wouldn't get back to his man if he popped out or rolled to the rim. And other times, he would stay too far back and allow the offense to get an open shot. Simmons is physically gifted to be as good a defender as he wants to be, but his main weakness on this end is simply his effort. You can see here that he doesn't try to stop his man from getting to the rim. For the most part, he wouldn't jump when contesting a shot. And he would get out-hustled in transition like he does here. There's no doubt that Ben is a special talent. His effort and shooting mechanics are the obvious concerns. But you don't see many players with his size and athleticism passing the ball and attacking the paint like a guard. Those skills will make him a dangerous pick-and-roll player as the ball handler. He needs a good coach that will make him work harder and act like a leader. It would be best if his team puts the ball in his hands as much as possible. He essentially needs to be a point forward because he's just not as good off the ball. He should have that opportunity with the Sixers. I believe that Simmons will be the #1 pick. There's a chance that he goes second, but in my opinion, he's the safer pick between him and Brandon Ingram. He can do everything at an NBA level except for shooting. Please share this video if you enjoyed it, and make sure to subscribe and check out the other videos on the channel. This is ravneet with Attack the Paint, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.